Welcome, everybody. We're back. It's been a whole long month of us not being on doing our podcast. And look, we're back, and everybody's here. D is here. Kevin, K Dog is here, and Morgan is here. And look, Julian's back for more trouble. Welcome back, Julian. Are you excited? Are you ready for this, Julian?
I've been waiting. It's been more than a month, like a month and a half.
You know, I work with this guy, and every week it's like, "Hey, John, what's going on, man? How come no show?" And I blame it on Kevin all the time. I keep saying it's Kevin's fault we're not having the show. He's got casting going on at his house at the red couch, and you know. But we're back. We're back, and we got some fun topics we're going to talk about today. First one. I found this intriguing. I wanted to make it weird news, but it was after I started researching, I was like, this is a pretty cool topic. Can women determine whether they like someone on their scent alone? So we're going to talk about that. We got two ladies you do some testing. D, get your camera out. I want you to go to the first person you see out in Wisconsin there and smell them and tell me if you like them or you don't like them. Okay.
I didn't know I was doing field work. I could do that.
Yeah, we're expanding our territory here. We're gonna move outside the box. You know, eventually Julian will do sideline reporting at a Walmart. We'll get Julian to do sideline reporting at a Walmart. Kevin will do some out there in Georgia, and you know, we got Bruce. Bruce can hit the golf courses out there and record people and ask them questions, silly questions too, as well.
I'm not going to go up to smell guys.
we don't want you smelling guys. Then we're going to talk about the average sex per week by age and how do you match up. We're going to find out if we match up. And for shits and giggles, unfortunately, this question comes up a lot. What counts as sex? Clarifying what is considered sex, you know? So I'm going to start there. I'm not starting with that topic, but I'm going to go ahead and start with D and ask her what she considers is sex.
I guess it depends on the number you're talking about. Because if you're talking about how often I have sex,
no, not how often. What counts as sex? What is considered, in your opinion, what is considered sex?
Penetration.
See, that's where everybody goes. Penetration.
Of an orifice.
Okay,
I agree. Yeah, no, some kind of penetration, I guess, of an orifice.
You can't say the word. He's on his third drink.
But I don't know if I would count like let's say oral sex as 100% of sex. I think when I say sex, I mean like we, you know, like.
I'm just gonna point out that you said sex in the name, and we're like, not
okay. Yeah, I guess,
yeah. Kevin, what is considered sex on the red couch?
You sit down on the red couch.
You're pregnant. If you sit on that red couch, you are pregnant.
Look.
You're getting pregnant.
There's probably enough genetic material on this couch to get pregnant from sitting on it.
I don't know what LFG stands for. So youngster, you know, we'll look up the acronym here in a minute.
I think it's let's fucking go. I think.
What does it stand for?
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. I like that. Actually that is art. That's art. I'm sorry. So Kevin, what do you consider sex? What is considered
penetration? It's penetration.
It has to be. All right. Morgan.
I didn't know this was up for debate.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say what debate is there? Penetration.
Brucey, I hate to ask you. Go ahead, Squirter. What is sex?
Well, I would say penetration, but I mean, my wife, when she was alive, if I went to a strip club, that was considered sex.
Yeah. That's No, as a married man, I
look at a girl was considered sex.
Yeah. You said hello to her. If you said hello to the cashier at Walmart, you already slept with her. Yeah. There's a possibility she could get pregnant in line. No, I'm going to go with penetration, but I think oral sex is still sex. I think if
That's
that's all
penetration,
you
John.
do with so
You got
No,
one in 3 holes, John.
Penetration.
I'm with
There's
you
an
on the
orifice.
penetration part. I'm with you on the penetration part, but I think if you had oral sex with someone else, I think that still is. If you told your wife, okay, let me go this way. If you told your wife you only ate her pussy out, is she going to be okay with that?
Well,
Did your
no.
tongue penetrate her? Guess what? That's sex.
All right. How about if I just stayed around the rim?
You know?
Does it still count?
Yeah.
Then you're not doing it right, bro.
I
guess
now,
my wife-
now you're doing a bad job and you're cheating.
He was
I
looking
guess-
for
I
the
guess
little
if my
man.
wife said,
I'm Angel Reeves. You know who Angel Reed is? I missed the basket every time. I'm dabbling around there, just
He
looking
was
for the
looking
spot.
for the little man in
He
the
was
canoe.
still on the team.
He's still
He
playing
was still
basketball.
on
He's
the
just
team.
not
Still playing basketball. All right. So we all agree it's penetration.
Right.
Penetration.
Yeah.
But and so I don't even want to go into it anymore. I'm going to go. I'm going to jump right into our main topic. Let me pull it up on my.
So
Go ahead,
what
Kevin.
was
Go ahead,
the
Brucey.
what was the actual article saying? They considered
Penetration is the number one. That's what comes up. But oral sex comes up. A couple other things. Some people say kissing is considered sex. So it was kind of
Were they Mormon?
They could have been. They could have been more Jehovah's
Maybe.
Witnesses. Who knows? They could have. I mean,
If we see each other in our undergarments, that's sex.
well, I think it comes down to
Little
maybe your beliefs, right? I mean, what your beliefs are, we may consider to be sex. I mean, if you're married or in a relationship and you kiss somebody else, to some people that might be considered, you had sex with someone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just depends on what you believe in. I mean,
are we talking about cheating or are we talking about sex? Because those are two different
Yeah,
things, and it sounds like
yeah,
people are
well, that's what I'm
trying to
saying.
keep
well,
up.
not
If
according
your
to the
partner
wife.
helps
It's
someone,
not
I'd
two
be
different
pissed.
things.
If his partner holds somebody else's
I'd be
hands, he's
pissed.
mad.
I'd be like,
Yeah, I mean, the wives have got a whole different.
They're
interpretation of
Because
what-
that's cheating. Like,
Yeah.
that's cheating. I understand.
no, but they
But
call that.
it's not sex.
That was sex.
That was sex. She could have got pregnant from holding my hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're just like,
Jesus
if
Christ.
you're just like someone that you're not connected to, I guess sex would be anything oral more.
Yeah.
Because holding hands is like whatever. You kiss someone, it's whatever.
Yeah. I guess it's I'm going to say it's going to come down to what you believe in. So your beliefs. I don't know. I mean, thank God
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'd stand to argue if you're kissing and your mouth penetrates their mouth.
There, bam.
Sex.
There we
Ta-da.
go. See? Ta-da.
If what
Wow.
happens? Your
I
hand,
hate it here.
your hand penetrates their shirt, right?
Her hand
That's
penetrates her
sex?
shirt.
Your hand. I said an orifice, so technically,
If you got Bruce is all, if you got the second base, you're having sex.
So I could touch boob and it's not sex.
No, that's
if you go under the shirt, it's not sex.
Oh,
If you go
now,
through
yeah.
it,
Penetration.
shirt damage, that's
That's
sex.
penetration. That's
It's
penetration.
So don't rip her shirt. Don't
No,
rip her
yeah,
shirt.
stay on top of the bar. The bar.
Either under or
If she-
over.
Yeah,
if she removes the
stay
shirt-
on the top of the bar.
If
The
she
bar.
removes
I
the
can't
shirt,
even
it's
say
not
it.
penetration.
Stay on
Bra.
top of the bar. On top
Bra.
of the bra. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We should even do a show about what is considered cheating. And today, I mean, it might be different than it was when I was, holding hands, whatever. But I think it just depends on your, I don't know, like your mental your mental ability. Some people may consider holding hands cheating, slapping another girl in the butt cheating. Right?
I think
I
that's
wouldn't know that
cheating.
it's cheating. It's
All right.
definitely
Well, here,
frowned upon.
It's not right. It's not right.
It's not right. I mean, Bruce brings up a great thing because when you're married, all those rules change. They're not the same. They're not the same when you're just in a relationship. Now you're married, you touch another woman's boob, man. That's
Geez.
Wait a minute. They're the same.
Even when you're in a relationship, don't touch
like,
you could touch another
you're
woman's.
talking about
There's no
at
commitment
the beginning of the relationship, not if you're in a committed relationship.
Yeah, don't be touching. You shouldn't be touching people's boob. I don't think you should hold people's hand if you're in a committed relationship, anything like that.
How about if you need to help her cross the street?
If it's an old lady, that's different.
Oh, okay.
It's an old lady I'm helping, but if it's like, if we're
Okay.
talking about like a girl my age,
Yeah.
if I had a girlfriend, why would I be holding another girl's hand or kissing her or doing anything like that?
Because you're
I don't know,
cheating.
Yeah.
Because you're cheating.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah. All right.
From the couch.
All right. Here you go. Relationship and marriage. Both of them. I'm going to ask you both the same. You're either in a relationship or you're married. Okay. I'm going to start with D. If you had a sexy dream about another person, would you share that sexy dream with your significant other?
Sure.
You would. Oh, wow. How about you, Julian?
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
No, the way that girls are, no.
Kevin, are you sharing that?
No.
No. But have you ever been slapped in the middle of the night because they had a dream that you did?
Bruce, you live in a whole nother world, Bruce.
Seriously.
Morgan, how about you? You sharing that dream?
I mean, if I was still with my ex, yeah, for sure.
You'd share it, huh?
He would have been into that shit, but not.
Yeah,
but like normally, no.
Is that like a three-way?
Would be.
I mean,
well, here you go. I'll put a little twist in him, D. Would you share that information if it was a friend that was in your dream?
His friend or my friend?
Oh, if it's your friend, he's down. He's down. He's like, yeah, let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. How are we going to make this happen, D? I say we invite her over for wine, and then we'll see where it goes.
She still hasn't made it out here to California.
I gave you an honest answer.
Come on, D. Come on out, D.
Yeah, you make a good point. I guess it would matter if it's his friend or your friend. Well, let's just say
what if it was her friend, but it was still a guy?
It was still a guy.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Kevin's my friend.
My mind went completely dirty, and I went, with one of your female friends.
But you said Kevin was your friend.
Casting
Not
today
that
on the
I'm
red
having
couch.
sexy dreams about Kevin, just to put that out there. I don't want
You're
people to
not.
think
He's covering her grounds. He's covering her grounds. Like, I don't want to be on that red couch. I'll get pregnant.
I don't want to be on this red couch, and I'm sitting on it.
All right.
Kevin might end up pregnant too.
Yeah.
Where'd
So
you
a
get
guy.
that couch?
I'm going to do the girls. It's a guy. It's your significant other's best friend. Are you sharing that dream now? Are you sharing that dream?
Reluctantly, but probably.
Oh wow.
I'm a heart on my sleeve kind of person, man.
Oh, you may be out of a relationship faster than you got into one with that. I think you would be in some big, deep trouble, especially if you woke up all sweaty and worked up. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it should be rolled
Maybe
over.
that's why
I had a dream and it wasn't about you.
No, honey, it was you, honey. It was you. You got
Noted.
really freaky in my dreams.
I expect you to use the other person's name.
Yeah, there was a guy holding a camera. It was all kinds of shit going on in that dream, man.
There was a red couch. I don't know where the red couch
the red couch.
I remember K-Dog.
Somebody named K-Dog holding the camera. Boom mic. He had the boom mic out.
I gotta find a new place for this fucking apartment to sit for this show.
Anybody looking for a red couch? It's for sale after the show.
I'll give it away. It's free.
It's free.
There's a painting in the background.
There's some blue stains on it, but never mind.
Kevin, you can put that red couch outside and put a free sign on it, and people would still go, I've seen that couch on OnlyFans. I've seen that.
I want nothing to do with that. You should
that
go
is-
take it out and burn it with
That's
hazmat.
K-Dog. I know it is.
Of course, you'd have one guy go, no, there's no way he's giving this for free. It's got to be worth at least $500.
What's wrong with it?
This stain right here, I remember her name. Her name was Bubbles. It was Bubbles.
It's got a blue stain on it.
No. Don't go back to squirting, Barbers. So, how about you, Julian? Your girlfriend, and you had a sexy dream about her friend.
Oh no, I wouldn't tell her.
You wouldn't tell her.
Most girls, I think, would be upset about that.
God, it would be upset. Kevin, how about you, Kevin? No. Hell, fucking no. There's no. I'm going to tell you right now. My answer is no. Before I even get to me asking myself that question, but Morgan. Sexy dream about your significant other's best friend.
Hell no.
She ain't sharing it. See? through a text. Bruce will go, I'll share it through a text. Like when I'm about 500 miles away.
I think that's just too
On the
close to
plane
home,
to
you know?
another country.
Yeah, that's too close. That's too close.
That ain't happening.
Yeah. I mean, there's just no way I could share that information. I made that mistake early in my marriage because we were watching Phil Donahue one day. This is how I'm dating myself, and it was a couple up there, and it was a husband and wife, and the wife was talking about she wanted to add her friend to the three-way, you know, and the husband was like a little upset about it, but he was kind of down for it. And my wife was, I don't know, she was messing with me. About an hour and a half later, she asked me, she goes, what do you think? You think we could do something like that? And she goes, she was baiting me. She goes, who would you pick? And I picked her friend. And boy, you want to talk about 3 days of just hate. And I go, now just messing around. No, you're not messing around. I go, why would you ask that question? You know, I was stupid. I was naive. I thought maybe this was we were going to elevate our little party, but no.
Well, he was set up.
I got set up.
Yeah,
They're sneaky. Women are sneaky, man. They are sneaky. They're sneaky. I see Ray is in Instagram, but Ray, go to the YouTube channel and let me put that YouTube channel on there on Instagram, because I hate not being able to. I have to open up another tab to read Instagram quotes.
You're on Facebook too?
Yeah, we're on Facebook too, but we can see their comments, but we can't see I can't see Instagram's comments, which is kind of bull crap. So let me hold on, guys. Let me share this.
I'm only seeing YouTube right now.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
I don't know.
All right.
I see Facebook.
All right. Yeah. No. There we go. Now. Oh. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to put that out.
So we just post.
Post. Where?
Oh no, here. Exit out.
And
hit post.
Oh, I did. I hit the thing. God damn! I got the new
that sends just DMs to people.
Yeah. If you want to go to the YouTube channel, that's the YouTube channel link. We can see your comments there. On this, we cannot see your comments. So let's get right into women can determine whether they like someone on scent alone. There's a study. Someone paid for this study, Kevin. Just have women smell other women and decide whether they like them or not.
Other women?
Wait, women smell other women or men?
No. This is determining if women can decide on who they choose to be their best friend just on smell. Someone that they're going to end up liking. This
as a friend, not
as a friend. Yeah. Researchers from Cornell University have found that women could alternately determine if they would like someone based on their smell before even meeting them. That's crazy. Have you done that? All right, D. Have you decided not to be a friend with someone just because the way they smell? We cannot hear you, D.
D, you're muted.
Oh, look, Becky came in on the right time. We're not talking about sex.
Yeah.
We're talking. We're the squirting segment's done. The couch, yeah, all that stuff is done. Becky, have you ever decided to be or not be someone's friend because they didn't have the right scent? All right, D, you good?
Yes, I am good. Sorry,
you're good. High five to all of us.
Itself.
So go ahead, D.
Have I ever chosen not to be friends with somebody because of the way they smelled? Unfortunately, yes.
Oh.
Because there is such a thing as hygiene, and unfortunately, there are humans that don't believe
hygiene. Okay, I think they're not. Yeah, I think that. I mean, just
how people so long as they don't smell like shit.
I mean, there's been a couple people I've kind of like, you know what, stand about right there. That's when COVID was out. That was perfect. Everybody was 6 feet away. And it was just like, you're 6 feet away. You stay over there. I don't want to smell you.
Win.
If you can smell the part, stand farther apart.
But I don't think they're going into the hygiene part of it. I think just the natural scent someone puts out there, whether, when they have their, think about all this. Well, not us guys so much, but I mean, you ladies, I mean, you got deodorant on, you got perfume, your clothes, makeup, all this other stuff. contributes to some sort of scent that's put out there.
Body
Have you
sprays, all that crap.
Hair products,
body sprays, hair sprays. I mean, Kevin, have you just like walked up to a girl that just smelled too good?
Yeah.
No.
No. Yes, I said yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you want to be Did you want to be her friend after that, or what?
I mean, it depends. Like, I've also got a thing for people that do like an overpowering amount of scented stuff too. Like that can be negative as well.
Yeah. So D, without the BO, have you ever just smelled someone that just didn't had, just had I don't want to say funky smell.
They have a funk.
Sure, everybody's got a pheromone, and I'm sure that there are certain smells that your brain is triggered by that you may not even notice, that kind of deters you from hanging out with somebody.
I'm with you. I agree with you 100%. Another factor you have to take in is just someone's diet. Their dietary stuff, the stuff that they consume throughout the day.
The way they smell, though.
Yeah, those Italians and those garlic.
Yeah, garlic, fish, butter. Get that hot garlic butter, from eating.
I smell like garlic and butter right now, huh?
He smells like garlic and butter. Okay, the study recently published in the Scientific Reporter found that a person's natural scent mixed with their choice of deodorants, perfumes, and even what they've had for lunch could be invisible indicators of our friendship. That's kind of weird, dude.
I don't know about friendship. Maybe like if you're going to date someone, it would matter.
You don't want to date a funky girl, and she don't want to date a funky guy.
I'm going to bottle that cologne.
Cologne can only hide so much, right, Kevin?
I'm bottling what Becky wants, fresh warm cookie.
I mean, but the other thing is like, come on, everybody's done that. Like, I've had a couple of friends that, like, I don't know what it is, but like, they always smell like musty or like, not just like, and it's not like they're not showering, but like it might be the nature of their job or like where they live. But like some smells you just don't like, and you don't want to hang out with those people.
Yeah.
Love you, Becky.
We do love Becky. And she came in on a perfect time. The research team analyzed the reaction of 40 women between the ages of 18 and 30. So we're out, Bruce. Anyone over 30 is out on this, who participated in a speed-friendly experiment. Each woman had
try anymore.
This is kind of neat how they did it.
Speed smelling each other. What?
A speed-friending experiment is what it's called. Yeah, each woman had their photos taken and then wore a plain white cotton T-shirt for 12 hours, going about their daily activities to soak up each person's odor. A mix of their natural scents and the products they use. So that's how they went through this. What they did. They gave you a T-shirt and they said, do what you got to do, wear it all day, and put on your cologne, your perfumes, and all that other nonsense, and wear it for 12 hours and bring it back. The participants were later shown 100 millisecond flashes of other participants' photographs and rated their friendship potential on several criterias. I'm sorry, but before walking into the speed friending event, the participants sniffed. They sniffed the T-shirts of others and rated the scent. This is just weird. All right, you come in here and smell. But I was thinking about this. But once someone else touches that shirt, aren't they in some way and somehow releasing some of their? I don't want to say DNA, but their scent.
But they're adding their scent. Are we putting these shirts in bags first, and you're smelling
maybe?
Inside
Yeah, they might. I bet they did, or gave them gloves, because that would make total sense. Because as soon as you touched it,
control.
What is that called? What did you say?
I said you ruined the control.
That's right. There you go. I knew there was a term for that, controlled environment. I don't know what it's called.
Exactly.
Yeah, the women then had 10 rounds of 4-minute conversations, chatting face-to-face with their fellow participants, and were then asked to smell and rate the same T-shirts they had earlier. So that's kind of weird.
It was all women?
These are all women. Yeah.
So they're rating each other?
They're rating each other on basis on friendship. Like if that person was somebody they would be a friend with. It's kind of weird.
I want to do this study. This actually sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, it does kind of.
I mean, as long as there's popcorn involved, because if it gets
you
ugly,
you can't touch popcorn. You can't touch popcorn and then touch the shirt. This guy, I like you as a friend. You
women
smell
are out
cheese
sniff testing each other, huh?
I
thought it would go like the opposite sex thing, you know.
Can you imagine them doing this test, Kevin and Bruce, just on guys and Julian? Just guys here. Wear this shirt for 12 fucking hours. You got construction workers, you got freaking plumbers. Here, smell this shirt. It smells like ass.
Are we making other guys smell this shirt?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I wouldn't do that. It's like,
would you want to be friends with this dude?
No, no, absolutely not. This guy smells like ass.
Funnily enough, all the guys said no to all the shirts.
Yeah, exactly. This one's got a brown stain on it. What the hell's going on with this shirt?
5X triple large. No.
Oh, they get it up by the collar.
What is Becky?
Shower with loom.
Don't forget Julian. Don't forget Julian. Julian, say hi to Becky.
Hello, Becky.
Hello, Becky. Becky, Julian's back.
Mystery Man Julian.
You didn't scare him off, Julian. You didn't scare him off, Becky. You didn't scare him off. The study found that how much someone assumes they were like a person based on their smell aligned with their the same person for after the 4 minutes. So the shirts that they actually did like, after they had the conversations with those other people, they actually ended up liking the same people, the same wore that shirt. That's kind of crazy. That is crazy.
So if they liked the smell, then they would be friends with them.
They ended up, they would smell the shirts first, then have a 4-minute conversation with that person. And the study showed that almost all the women picked the same person that wore that shirt. That's insane. What is up? Well, you guys like dogs or what?
Yes.
Yes.
That's scary.
That's crazy. I mean, the judgment was influenced. It's meaning that the judgment was actually influenced by the scent of the T-shirt that they had sniffed earlier. That is insane.
No,
that's insane.
This is why women can smell another woman's perfume that's on you.
Spot on. And they know you got glitter on you.
Even if you got cologne and they got perfume on, if there's another woman's scent on you, they can smell it.
Yeah, and sometimes we can't avoid that. We get brushed by another woman that has a lot of perfume on at work, and they brush up against us. And I mean, you guys are vicious. Where was I? Okay. Researchers, facts that someone actually pried. Where was I? I'm lost. Okay. I was lost for a second. If your dietary choices it's your dietary choices. Are you a cat person, a dog person? See, I think those all come into play. If you kind of smell like a dog and you talking to somebody that's a dog lover, I think that would kind of help you, right? I mean, if you smell like
you might not even notice it, but yeah.
That's the crazy part of this whole. It's just something, your mind just working way ahead of your the rest. Your nose working way ahead of your brain, pretty much, and saying, yeah, you're gonna like this person. That's what it feels like, All judgments come together. First author, whatever her name is, I don't want to. However, participants didn't just make a judgment once the stink with it and stick with it. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have anything to drink. The scent rating sniffed the significance based on how much they enjoyed the introduction with that person. So there was some people that did not like the smell of that other person's shirt, but did like the conversation and still chose to be friends with that person. There's some hope, right, Kevin, for us stinky people?
I'm too old. I'm not in the group.
Yeah, if you smell like wet dog, I don't know, man.
Oh, that.
But there are some women that would like the smell of wet dog. D,
I don't mind the smell of wet dog. It doesn't bother me.
I used to work at PetSmart as a dog bather. No thanks. I'm good.
Hello, look who's out there. Trouble's out there. Desiree, you're supposed to be on this show someday here, and we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you on here. Yeah,
Keeps blowing you off, John.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's. Yeah.
She's
See,
afraid of us. That's
I
why
can see that.
she's afraid
Like,
of us.
I can see me being attracted to somebody that worked at Starbucks just because of the way they smell.
The Starbucks smell, the
Yeah.
coffee, you could smell it.
Hell yeah. You're
Yeah.
around that all day. It's in your skin.
You're
Like,
not
okay,
you're not
my
close enough
first
to the
girlfriend,
Starbucks.
way back in the days, in the early 80s, she got a job at Taco Bell. And back then, Taco Bell used to smash their beans. They weren't already all, the guys used to have this big 10-gallon bucket pot thing, and they would smash the beans. And that was one of her jobs. And when she would get home and I would pick her up, I could not have her sit in my car. I couldn't wait to get her out of my car. She smelled like refried beans so bad, dude. And Taco Bell, I was like, oh my God, let's just roll the windows. And she used to get so upset. It's like, shut up. I was like, no, just go home, fucking take a shower. Please scrub that refried beans off of you. That's how bad it was. So I could see where, the smell would bother the shit out of me.
Yeah, try dating a gal that owns horses.
Oh.
Woo!
Or how about I could see myself.
I had to hose her off before she came in the door, man.
Oh yeah, no.
You don't date a horse girl. You don't date a horse girl. You're always coming
you're
second.
A cowboy, just don't do it.
Coming second. You're maybe the trifecta. You're the last horse first.
Seriously. First it's her parents. No, first it's the horse.
Yeah,
then
it's the horse,
and then maybe it's you.
Yeah, the horse people are.
I dated
insane.
a couple of horse girls. I was at the bottom of the ramp.
Yeah,
I dated one. I would never do it again.
Share your horse story.
Oh my goodness.
No, it was like what I said. It was just every time we would make plans, if she got a chance to go riding, she'd be like, sorry, got to reschedule. Be like, fuck. Be like, hey, you want to hang out? No, I got to go brush my horse.
She had to go brush it, or she'd go clean the stable, and of course, then she would show up looking like.
Don't date horse chick.
Don't date a horse girl. I want to date a horse girl.
Yeah,
and it's like every fucking day.
Oh yeah, I mean, horse. Yeah, that shit's not cheap too. To own a horse, man, it's
no.
No, I mean, it's like buying it and then the rent.
Yeah. It's like a boat.
To do it, yeah. It's like
it's like a boat.
It's like
the happiest time of boat ownership is when you bought it and when you sold it. Those are the two happiest days of boat ownership. Yeah.
Well, both.
The only way you date a horse girl is if you're a horse person yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the definition of a boat is a whole water that you just throw money in.
Yeah,
that's bust out another 1,000. Boat is an acronym.
Yeah.
People that do dog shows, they're the same way. Like, that's a lifestyle. It's not a hobby.
No. Becky, it was horrible. I loved her to death. She was my first girlfriend, so I will always remember her, and she's always special in my book, but I will always remember her smelling like refried beans from Taco Bell. And it was just unfortunate. Unfortunately,
John, what's your favorite restaurant you go to?
It's Taco Bell. I'm trying to get that smell back, Bruce.
Some nostalgic.
Yeah, it was not the 1880s. Phil.
Oh, geez.
If you go back in the early days of Taco Bell, everything was I want to say it was almost fresh. Everything back in the 80s, Taco Bell, they were slicing their own headlets of lettuce. They were cutting tomatoes. It wasn't all this prepackaged stuff that we see today. I remember she would tell me it would take 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours, just prepping for the next shift and just slicing tomatoes, cutting lettuce, all that stuff. So it's not like it is today where they just rip a bag open, throw it in there. Refried beans are powdered, and they just throw it in there and add water to it. Yeah, it's just the Taco Bell's disgusting right now, but it's still good food. Nothing better than Taco Bell and Jack in the Box at 2 o'clock in the morning.
But it's good food.
Oh, it's so
I want to eat that taco. Wait, that don't sound good. No, take that back. Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah, you do, John. You want to eat that taco.
I want to eat that taco.
Burrito.
Oh, spread it open.
Whoa. Talk about Taco Bell.
Yeah, where we've left the discussion of tacos.
John's on a different
burritos getting spread open. Wow.
John, talk about tacos.
You want to talk about tacos? I talk about. I dated someone from PF Chang's. Oh God, yeah, that's.
I mean, it's all people that work in kitchens. I worked at Pizza Hut for a long time, and I always smelled like grease and pizza, all the fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah, and it sucks too because like your footwear is so important when you work in a restaurant, unfortunately, and you can't. A lot of times they don't let you have like open kind of shoes where at least it could air out, But you're in these
open shoes working in a restaurant.
Yeah, she dated someone from PF Chang's that had a little foot odor. It smelled like MSG. His feet smelled like MSG. No,
his feet smelled savory.
I don't even.
It makes sense. Let me finish this stupid topic here. It makes sense to me that the way you smell impacts the way I judge you. So I mean, that's what Gabby says. Gabby, but let me see, where am I? But I was most surprised by learning by the shift in the second set of readings, one interactions, and you'd like, maybe not. Jesus Christ, who wrote this? One in-person interactions with a person can change the way you perceive that person's body odor. So I guess they're saying you might not have liked the shirt, the way it smelled, but then you actually had a conversation with that person and it became, you could see yourself being friends with that person. But highly, the study was high in the numbers that the women that picked the shirt that they liked also ended up liking that person in the whole. So the shirt did make a difference, smelling their shirt. That's just weird. I don't know. Are you cool with that one? Any questions? Yeah. Children, any questions, children?
No. Children.
I have a question. Why is Becky not on this podcast? She's freaking hilarious in the comments.
Becky is camera shy. Becky's
camera shy.
Desiree says, I'm going to make sure I smell like... Desiree, don't come to work smelling like Taco Bell. We might make babies. No, I'm kidding, Desiree.
Oh my God.
There's too much to read here. Special. Oh, Becky went dirty. Hey. Becky, lick.
Becky, go to your room. Go to my room.
We haven't even gotten dirty yet on this show. We haven't even gotten dirty.
Becky's trying to pull the trigger.
Becky throws out a lot of. I told Becky she should come on the show. We'll do like 60 minutes where I'll blur her face out and give her like Darth Vader's voice.
Darth Vader. I love it.
like the witness protection people in like the documentary.
Yeah, well, pixelate her face and give her Darth Vader's voice. Oh,
Becky is so sweet.
Oh man, let me pull up the next topic here. John, BS show. All right, we're gonna go. Becky, I don't know if you want to stick around for this next one, but we hope you do. Let me open it here.
I mean, if she stuck around this long, John.
She stuck around this long.
She'll probably stay.
Average sex per week by age, and how do you match up? Becky, that's what we're talking about next. So just be preparing yourself. There is no normal. Remember this. There's no normal amount of sex people should have. Do you agree with that statement, Kevin?
I do agree with that statement.
You do agree with that statement. D, do you agree with that statement?
Again, are we talking about what kind of sex are we talking about?
Yeah, we're talking straight up. All right, Becky, I'm sorry. I'm going to use this word.
Penetration.
We're talking penetration, D.
You know about penetration?
What's penetration? It's like, now you know.
Da-na-na-na.
I was gonna do it. One of my cartoon characters, or do it in French. Penetration.
A little bit of the penetration.
There's no such thing as normal.
You have Julian. You have seen the clips on Facebook where they're saying that every time you masturbate, adds 20 minutes to your life, and then the guy hops on the couch and goes, I'm immortal.
100%.
Yeah. Dude, I like to get the candles out, dim the lights a little bit.
The rose petals all the way to the
on my own rose petals to my bedroom. Yeah. Who you meeting? My nephew, like, who's in there? Nobody. It's Handy. Her name's Handy. There's no normal amount of sex for people. Should have. Julian, you're good with that one?
Well, that's sure ended that show real
no
quick.
normal amount of
No,
sex people.
I think it depends person to person.
Yeah. So you like, do you get up in the morning and say to yourself, I got to get laid tonight?
I mean, yeah, there's days that I'm like, I should. Yeah,
it's so good to be young. Yeah. It's so good to be young, man.
That's when you hop on the phone and you start, text,
Julian's and everyone's DNS. What are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? You send out a mass email. Hey,
you hit 3 or 4 girls, and then one of them might hit, and it's like, all right.
It doesn't say I need to get laid tonight, does it? No. All right.
It's usually a little more smooth than
what
that.
you doing?
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing tonight? I need to get laid. That's what I'm doing tonight. Yeah. No,
Kevin's pitch line is, have you seen my red couch?
Have you seen it, red couch? There's a special lump on that red
blue pillows.
Yeah, we'll dim the lights. We get the rose petals out. It's the little trail to the red couch there for Kevin. As dependent on factors like age, health, relationship status, stress level. Stress is important. I think if they had clinics where people that were stressed out could go and just have sex and leave, I think that's better than a Tylenol. Agreed?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you imagine getting a prescription deed to have sex? That would be just awesome. Go to Kaiser, get a prescription for sex.
Yeah. Do I have to look at them? Can you just be like, ta-da, better?
He's like, just put a bag on your face, damn it. I don't want to see you.
Look at you.
I don't want to see your
Don't
face.
call me.
What do you think, Julian? A prescription? What do you think? Would you be down for that?
If I had a prescription, I'd have to, the doc said. So
yeah, he says, hey, you're stressed out. Why go to counseling? What is counseling? A half an hour sitting there listening to some woman tell you that you're good and you're great and you're okay and all this other nonsense when I could just go see a hooker, be done in 10 minutes and feel better.
Are we talking about doctor prescribed prostitution right now?
Yes, that's where I'm going with it.
Don't you think they just have special nurses working at the hospital then?
Does insurance cover that, though? Does insurance cover that?
Well, does Kaiser cover that? Yeah, Julian. I don't know. I got to check my policy tonight. I don't know. Does Kaiser
fucking premium?
Does Kaiser cover happy endings?
Well,
that's all I need to know.
What's my copay on that? What's my copay?
It's $5.
Consider a specialist 40.
But it's $10 for a 90-day prescription.
Oh, can you imagine explaining that copay to your wife? What's this? What is this $5? What is this for? Oh, yeah, that was the happy ending. That's a happy ending at the massage parlor at Kaiser. Kaiser's got a happy ending massage parlor?
McHenry right there.
Would be a different out-of-pocket limit.
Unpopular opinion, but couldn't you just tell your wife I had to get a prescription because I'm stressed?
Yeah, because she's always got a headache. She's always got a headache.
She's always got a headache. So you need the
That conversation's going to go great.
Her head might start.
I had to go see a nurse because you weren't putting out.
Sex, see, Art thinks sex hospital sounds cool. Just go there and get therapy, man. Screw this sitting on a. Instead of sitting on a couch, you could be laying on the couch.
The red couch.
The red couch. Oh, you got sent to your room by Becky.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
I think it would be. Let's be honest. Do you not feel better after sex and when you were stressed out? You had a hard day at work. You came home. You just had sex and everything just felt great, right?
All of a sudden I go to bed. Yeah,
you're done. We're done. See, Dee's dancing after she's done. She's like, yeah, that was me. That was all me, man. Thank you, hon. Now go do the dishes. Not you. That's you telling your husband to go do the dishes. I like the idea of the sex hospital.
I'm kind of down with that. Yeah.
No, look, Becky, you bring up a good point. You can have both at the same place. So you have the sex hospital with the sperm bank together. So this way you're not wasting any of it. You can have it stored while you're there.
And maybe what you leave will pay for the actual experience.
That's it. Yeah, they'll pay you for that stuff sometimes. But then you don't want a bunch of Johnnies running around.
It's an exchange now.
You don't want to, especially
it's like plasma donation, but not in any way.
See, there you go. Look at those numbers. Art's pulling out some big numbers right there.
He's researching while we're on air.
Wow,
that is crazy. 21 times. There's only 31 days in the month, so 10 days out of the month, you guys are just chilling. You're just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just gonna relax today. Maybe go to Taco Bell, smoke a joint. I don't know. 20% lower chance.
With the other 21 days.
I like that. I like that. Look, for someone that prostate cancer runs in our family, I'm going to have to start catching up to these numbers and start working it. So this way, maybe I won't get it.
As I said, it adds 20 minutes to your life. I'm immortal.
21 times, 21 times a month. Let's be honest, maybe 3 minutes out of that whole day. It depends on how worked up I am. If I got setting up the candles, the lube, maybe add some, just
rose petals. You want the
rose
shower
petals.
after,
I got to pick the right music track. The playlist is important. When you're by yourself, the playlist is important. You don't want something too fast. You don't want something too slow.
You got to find the video.
You got to find that video, the Beyonce video.
You just got to find the right video, John. You don't
you got to find. Oh, that video. Yeah, that is true. That is true. When I'm on Pornhub, I type right in the search bar "red couch." I look for the red couch because that's where all the good porn is made.
Kevin's Play Palace. Kevin's Play Palace.
Kevin's Play Palace.
Hey, dog.
What's Kevin's playlist? I'm curious.
Oh, I gotta have to read all these. I have to read all these. Oops. Let me go back up. I think I saw where Mr. Art got some of his information. I think he stole the link from my page here. Are you behind me? I want to see both of your hands, Art.
Because on the producer seat.
Yeah. I want to see both of your hands. Young adults participate. Those in their 20s tend to have the most sex. It makes sense, right? The guys in their 20s, they're out banging and banging and banging.
They don't know what arthritis is yet.
Yeah. It could. Yeah. Well, they walking around with limp wrists. I mean, 21 times a month. I mean, those guys are going to get carpal tunnel syndrome. Yeah. They're gonna. Why can't you type? Well, dude, I'm working it 21 times a week.
That's why at work I just be sitting there with my hands.
That's why you don't. Yeah. That's why. Why is Julian keep his hands in his pockets? What's going on over there? They tend to have the most sex. Yeah. Due to high testosterone levels. That's true. However, as people age, factors like declining testosterone, health issues, life's stress can reduce sexual frequency. It also kind of helps if you have a partner, because if you don't, I mean, thank you, right? You can be in your 20s, but if you don't have anybody, you're going to do what Art said you're doing 21 times a month. But
see how it came full circle? This is what I was talking about. It came full circle.
At some point in time, you're either getting penetration or you're just whacking yourself off. So it's just 21 days out of the month. That's what you're doing, pretty much.
Sex with somebody you love, man.
So if it's self-service, it's not considered sex, right?
Good question.
We're having.
It's not,
dude.
We have a different word for it.
Oh wait. We're gonna swing to. We're gonna have one of did you know moments with Kevin. Kevin, hold on, Kevin. Boom.
What'd I do? I didn't do nothing.
Right. Johnny on the spot.
Look at my luxurious couch.
All right, Kevin. Go ahead, Bruce. Ask your question again.
Well, so if it's self-service, is that considered sex?
No, we have a different word for it. It's called masturbation. Masturbation.
It's like the knowledge.
Say it with me, kids.
Masturbation. So, in your personal opinion, Desiree calls it self-love. In your personal opinion, Kevin, you're saying that that's not having sex.
That is not having sex. Sex requires two people.
Yeah, sex requires two people, or don't say it.
You got your hand.
You said, whoa.
You got two hands.
People.
You've got two
Let's
hands.
clarify.
Two people.
Let's clarify. 2 human people. You need 2 human people. Animals don't count people that are out there. 2 human people. There you go. Now you know.
We
Thank
don't
you.
call animals people.
You got friend one.
You got to be careful. You got to be
two.
careful with today's people. You know, hey, I slept with a goat last night. That counts. Kevin said so.
Wait a minute. We got Citizens United. That makes corporations people. I'm gonna go fuck a Walmart.
Oh no! Don't go fuck a Walmart. I pray for the
A
Walmart
Target.
people.
A Target. Sorry, a Target.
Yeah,
It's even got a full
Bougie
die.
enough.
all right, Julian. You want to answer Bruce's question?
Oh, if sex if it counts by yourself? No, it doesn't.
Well, I wanted to get the Gen Z's perspective.
Sex has to be 2 people.
Okay, Morgan, Gen Zer, number 2.
2 people.
2 people. A Boomer, 2 people.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you're the only one.
Well, I don't know because now they have sex dolls out. And sex
I forgot about the dolls. Yeah,
Right?
Bruce
But
just
they're
threw a
not people.
That ain't a person.
That's
But are you still having penetration
No
and sex with a
masturbation.
doll, right?
Hey, I'm with.
No
Hey, Bruce.
masturbation.
Bruce, it has 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. So
Okay,
Come
a
on now.
live person. Here.
right,
I'll
so-
update the definition.
Yeah, here you go.
2 live people.
so a heartbeat.
Wait a minute.
A heartbeat's
Do
important.
women call having sex using a dildo, or do they call that sex or masturbation?
Penetration.
That's penetration.
It's
D.
penetration.
Hold on.
See,
D.
that's
D.
not. Oh God, here we go.
D. Go ahead and answer Kevin's question there, and do the.
This
do you
is
know?
why.
Now
This
you
is why.
know.
The more you know.
Yeah, there you go.
This is why I brought it up at the beginning, because for this study, yes, you should say that masturbation counts as sex because it's about how many times for this particular study that you're ejaculating. I'm just going to say the word, all right? Fine.
Yeah, you can say it. You can say ejaculate.
But for such studies as are you having sex for cheating purposes, you don't count masturbation.
I'm going to throw Desiree's got it. That's big now because that's another issue.
Don't you love when I can open a can of worms, John?
Kevin, would you like to answer that one or D? How about that one?
Virtual sex is cheating. However, it's not penetration, so it doesn't count for this study.
But you don't know. PlayStation could come up with something that you penetrate that's part of the package.
I mean, it looks pretty real.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
I those Japanese and Chinese people, they know what they're doing. They know what they're making.
I mean, Nintendo started as a porn company. It's only a matter of time.
The Chinese people are actually known.
Becomes the Nintendo us.
Being that I've been involved with Chinese manufacturing for many years now, they can clone anything. So if they can clone something, they can clone that vagina. They will clone the vagina.
Sex games that you can play on the internet.
Yeah.
Where you're a avatar. Right?
Yeah. Bruce, you always find the weirdest stuff to talk about.
I love to stir it up.
He stirs the pot here. It says, like stress or health concerns, even scheduling intimacy can help improve sexual satisfaction. See, I don't like that. I don't like scheduling sex. How about you, Gen Zer?
I mean, I'd prefer it's random, but I guess like if a girl told me like, "Hey, pull up this day and like let's have sex," I'd be like, "All right."
You wouldn't feel like that's weird. Hey, 2:30, be here Thursday at 2:30. We got a half an hour. You're cool with that. It's like the spontaneous isn't there anymore, but it's like you're running a marathon. It's like I gotta perform. You got you got to get yourself all pumped up, and maybe you get yourself over pumped, and then the time comes and
this is a partner or someone that's just like random.
No, I don't go random. Don't go random. Say it's your partner.
If it's my partner, then I'm ready. But if it's like random, girls can hit you up randomly at like 11 o'clock at night, and you know what time it is.
Yeah.
No girls message you at 11 o'clock at night. Hey, let's hang out at 12.
Well, wait a minute. You said the key word there, randomly. If she just shows up, that's not scheduling. That's like boom, boom, knock on the door, open it, and oh, hello, and then boom, pants are off. No, I'm talking. She calls you and says, Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Be at
Nobody
the house.
does that. Nobody does that.
Unless you're married and have kids.
I mean, no, I've had girls hit me up and be like, "Hey, like,
what are you doing?
Let's hang out Thursday," and made it very apparent that we were gonna, have sex. So it was like, then I would just, then that's the schedule. So it's like, yeah, I would do it.
You didn't feel added pressure to be at your best because it's a scheduled event?
No.
Like the Olympics?
No.
Now you're like either gold.
No matter what, you have to perform. No matter what, you have to perform, right? You have to perform.
That's true. That's true.
It's like when you pick them up and they got the overnight bag. That's
different. How about you, Kevin? You don't feel the added pressure that it's a scheduled event? No, you're good to go, huh? You're going for gold, right?
All the time.
All the time. You're cool with a schedule?
Yeah. At our age, you kind of have to.
Yeah, at our age, it's different. Yeah.
You have to.
You got to schedule around those 21 days.
You got one of those 10 days. You got 10 days that you still got some in the bank, because see what happens when we don't do a whole show for a whole month. I have all this pent up sexual frustration in my body. I need to let it all out.
What about John?
Why here?
And then
prescription.
And then I got to see the red couch, and it just like Jesus Christ, dude. Seeking professional help, such as
I'm ordering Taco Bell right now.
All right. Don't bring Taco Bell into it. My fantasy is just to be laying in a bed of refried bean burritos.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
All right. Seeking professional help, such as a sex therapist. Now, I have this highlighted, but would any of you guys, if you're having a little bit of trouble and you want to spruce things up, would you go and see a sex therapist?
Only if I was desperate.
Julian, the young guy, says no. Morgan Dailey?
I'd have to be very, very desperate at that point. Desperate for ideas at that
point. Just give me the book. Is there a book? Can I see your book?
Okay, wait. Okay, so speaking of books,
Dr. Spock's sex therapy.
Listen, the year of 2025 has been my year for diving down that dark romance book.
Yeah.
Rabbit hole, and let me tell you. There are things that you read in these books that I'm like, I didn't think I'd ever be into that shit. And then it's like, surprise!
You start self-analyzing yourself. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's fabulous.
Well, the Morgan is coming out.
See Morgan. I did that. Oh, I did this too. Wait a minute. I should have done that.
Let's see. I want to try this.
And check. Yeah, you got little post-it notes on your bed, and the guy walks in. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, though. So, if I were to go see a sex therapist, I would have to be desperate for ideas.
Yeah. Kevin, would you go see a sex therapist?
Yes, I would.
Yeah. Kevin would be like, "Is she hot?"
Am I doing it right?
You're not seeing some 75, 80-year-old sex therapist for counseling. You're not. You're going to change. You're going to what? Is there somebody else here?
No, Dr. Ruth. No,
Dr. Ruth is a once in a century thing. Dr. Ruth is once in a century thing. You know who Dr. Ruth is? No. Kevin, would you like to help Julian understand who Dr. Ruth was?
Dr. Ruth was this 70-year-old woman that used to do TV sex therapy sessions. It was phenomenal. She was incredible.
She was. She knew the female and male body very well.
Did Kevin learn anything from Dr. Ruth?
I pulled a couple Dr. Ruth
moves. I learned
moves.
many things from Dr. Ruth.
I did. Yeah. Yeah, we're actually going to name the clitoris app after her. So yeah, it's going to be the Ruth Clitoris app. Yeah,
The
available. Yeah, the Rutherator.
The Ruthinator.
It's only 99 cents, and it's going to be the best 99 cents you ever spent.
99 cents, and I can find it.
You can, each time.
Okay.
You got to pay.
You have to have the flash on your phone.
Yeah. You got to have a flashlight. It's got to turn on. It'll start beeping when you get close.
Can you get a subscription?
Yeah, we might do packages. Yeah, what do you think? Like you get a 30-day, 100 tries. Yeah.
100 tries.
99% of the men will not be able to find it.
Can you see the dude that's already got it? He's at 99 going, oh shit.
It's the first time he's used the app. He's like, this is really fucking hard.
He's checking his bank account. He's like, oh fuck. Up my subscription. Oh yeah, Dr. Ruth she was something special. D, would you go see a sex therapist?
Hell no.
Bruce, would you do a sex therapist? I'm just going to go there because I know somehow, some way you're going to work it into doing her. But would you do a sex therapist?
Am I being hired or is she being hired?
You're paying her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're
seeing it there.
Okay.
No, the sex therapist has to pay Bruce for sex.
Hey, I am working something out here. I'm trying to find. I remember there's one of the shows I've always wanted to do, and I need to set up the cameras. And maybe Julian might get too excited sitting next to this person, but I'm planning on trying to get someone to come in here that sells sex toys. And she's going to, do you know how they would go to the people's house and they have these like Tupperware parties? That's what she does.
Oh yeah. I've heard of those.
Yeah. And I'm going to have the downward camera, and she's going to pull out all the stuff and not physically show us how it all works, but show it.
Come on, John. Really?
We would get banned off YouTube so fast it wouldn't even be funny.
I just have to have my camera off. So.
Yeah.
Just put Kevin's red couch in the studio, and then we can go for it.
Dee's working on the candles.
I am working on the candles. That is the thing that's being put into.
Dee's gonna
slowly but surely that will end up on our merch store.
She's gonna have one that just smells like sandwiches. Just 6 wax candles that smell like sandwiches. It's gonna have a picture
of Jesus, but Jesus is gonna have John's face. I've got it all planned.
It's just gonna be like
it's edible too. It's gonna be edible.
It's edible. Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be edible.
It tastes like a sandwich.
Yeah, it tastes just like a sandwich. That's still, yeah.
like George Costanza classic. It's gonna be
We're not gonna get through this next topic.
Oh my gosh! I have to order tacos. I'll be right back. You guys,
let's see here. Let me do this. In your early 20s, you got the highest level of testosterone pulsing through your veins. That means you probably got a higher sex drive and are having more sex. Not true. Who did we lose? Somebody bailed out. D went
to order food.
She went to go get a sandwich. No, I'm kidding. This means you probably have a higher sex drive and are having more sex. Not true. Young people participating ages 18 to 39 tend to have the most sex compared to older demographics. Well, I would hope so. I mean, when you get to a certain age, I think it's just like, if I have sex, I have sex. If I don't, I'm cool. What age do you think? No, let me bring D back in for that question.
She left for sandwich.
How was that sandwich? That was fast.
She just ordered
she was ordering Taco Bell.
I'm ordering tacos. I was yelling at my kid and I hit mute and I accidentally disconnected.
Oh, yeah. What did I say, Julian?
Something about I don't know. Something about
what
aging.
That's it. No more drinks for you.
My bad.
Aging and sex urging.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, would you say there's probably hell no sex all day, John? Yeah, but I think you get to a certain age. I don't know what that age is, but I think the importance of having sex is not as important as, say, when you were in your 20s, right? I mean, it's got to be. I mean,
I completely agree. I don't have that kind of
Hey, John.
Stamina anymore.
It never becomes not important anymore.
It's not. No, I wouldn't say it's not important. We're going to do a shot of Patron here, so watch out. So,
dear God,
we need one for this next question.
Come on,
Before-
Taco.
I think it's different. I think it's different for different people. I don't think you
Yeah.
can put one label on it like that.
hold on. Yeah, no. I think it is different for everybody, but I think at a certain point in time, it doesn't become the most important thing in your day. Does that about sound better saying it that way?
I mean,
Yeah.
but I think it's
I like the golf.
with libido though.
Yeah. There are those people that are just sex addicts. I mean, that's different though. You can be a sex addict in your 70s. Salute.
You can also just be somebody with a high libido that maintains that throughout their life, and sex stays a focal point for them in their lives.
Ooh. All right, I'm good. Wow, that was that was good.
Sounds like you enjoyed it.
All right,
Sounds real
but how
good.
much sex you have also depends on many different factors, like your relationship status, your age, your health, and how stressed you are. The study conducted in 2019, this is old, showed that a married couple have more frequent sex than single people. I don't know. Bruce, you go ahead. Hold on, Bruce. You get the spotlight. I'm going to let you get the spotlight here. Go ahead, Bruce. Are you calling bullshit on that one?
It's a choice. But yeah, I would call. It depends on how long you've been married.
Young marriage, that's different. Like
you're like a bunch of horny rabbits.
Yeah, you're trying to make a baby. You're trying to make a baby.
Or pretend you're trying to make a baby.
You're pretending, yeah. Oop, I pulled out. Sorry, hon.
Damn it. We'll have to try again.
Yeah.
And again. And again.
And again. One more time.
Yeah. But you know, I mean, the longer you're in a relationship, you probably have less of those moments.
Yeah.
And then of course, if you know that relationship ends and you become single again, you're back to the 20-year-old chasing rabbits.
Yes. I'll throw the other factor in. Children. You have children now. You have kids running around.
You don't want to keep making that mistake.
Yeah. And you might be like I was. One of our policies at our home was I never locked the doors. So my bedroom door is always going to be open. It'd be closed, but it's unlocked. My doors were never locked.
Your kid must have some horror stories about sex.
No horror. Only once. It happened once. And I just said, mom's back was hurt and I was trying to fix it. That's all.
Yeah.
But
oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, I mean, when you factor kids into that, I find maybe this is married couples that are just in a marriage, like maybe 1 or 2 years. Yeah, you know what? You're trying to do it on every piece of furniture in your house, but then there comes a point in time where it's like there's a kid.
I just clean that couch.
Yeah, especially if you got a bright red couch, dude. That's just like draws you right to that spot.
See that mark from space with the right lighting.
I'm done listening to these people.
Kevin's all, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Hey, Kevin.
I got noisy ass neighbors.
Hey,
they do
Kevin.
crazy ass shit all the
At
time.
the end of the show, send me your address. I'll Amazon you a new couch. Okay.
First, we want to see a picture of it with a black light through the couch.
No, I don't want that damn couch. I don't want that damn. You can see that would be hilarious though, Julian. It would be funny is if Kevin put that couch outside and said free, and then some dude walked up with the blue light and was like, nah, I don't want that shit. Nah.
There's like one little spot where there's nothing. That's where Kevin sits. That's
the only spot.
It's just his ass on the seat. Just clean. That's it. Everything else is dirty.
Oh shit! But might not make this. But there is no normal amount of sex you should be having. So we're gonna go down right here. Level up your bedroom game. Oh, I like that. Level up. Oh, that's a different topic. Would you like to go into the leveling up your? No, we won't go in there. How often do couples have sex? There isn't really a right answer of how much sex people should be having. Various factors, again, modern life, individuals, couple-specific factors, communication. I always read better when I take a shot of Patron. Sexual frustration, intimacy, But a 2017 study conducted with 26,000 people from 1989 to 2014 found that the average amount of sex was 54 times per year, which is about once a week.
Once a week. Sometimes twice. Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. If you're doing it twice,
if your birthday falls on one of those weeks and you already did it, now you got to do it again.
The birthday. Dude,
that's 2 birthdays.
Oh, God. You brought back
so many
horrible fucking times in my marriage, dude. I'm begging my wife, it's my birthday. Come on. It's my birthday.
Oh, man.
It's New Year's Eve. You kiss me. Do something.
Just
no.
Valentine's Day. Get it for
Valentine's Day. That's like a given. You got to have sex on that day. That counts. So if you go birthdays, Valentine's Day, her birthday, if she wants sex on her birthday, I mean,
your birthday and Valentine's Day.
And Valentine's Day.
And
That's
your
it.
Anniversary and
anniversary. Yeah. Bruce forgot that big one. The anniversary.
Hey, Bruce always forgot that one.
He's like, yeah, you know what? I just got home from work. I got a headache.
I'm not feeling it tonight.
What about Casper Pulaski Day?
Yeah.
That would put it at 55 weeks, Kevin, wouldn't it?
Hey.
What about Arbor Day?
Somehow, some way,
penetration, it doesn't count.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I was going right now. Somehow, some way, someone's got a 54 and a half out there. You know what I'm saying?
54 and a half.
Kid open the door.
A fight started halfway through and they never
got halfway in. The kid showed up. I pulled out.
Her back's all better now.
Jesus Christ. We're never finishing this topic. Another study conducted found that 31% of couples have sex fewer times per week. 31% of couples.
Then one time a week.
Yeah, fewer times per week.
Fewer times than what?
Then once?
What?
Then I think once.
So
I
they
think
make
once,
up
yeah.
on it. See, then those are the people that have sex on Kashmir Polanski Day.
Yeah. It's Good Friday. We should have sex. No meat. What do you mean no?
Sunday.
Can you imagine she says that? Well, I can't. It's Good Friday. I can't have meat.
It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Like, what are we supposed to do? It's Memorial Day.
Yeah, I'll put some fish oil on it.
I'm looking
Make
for
it
all the
special.
days.
You guys are terrible tonight, man. Jesus.
That's what happens when we can't meet up for a whole month.
That's it. Sorry, let me go to the next one. 28% of couples have sex fewer times per month, and 8% of couples have sex once per month. Wow, 8% of couples. Of this 26,000 people, 8% of couples have sex once per month. Once a month.
What's the age demographic on that one?
Hold on, I'll go back up. I think it was I don't think they gave it. Wait, okay. Found that the average blah 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 26,000 people. Let me go back up. I think it's 18 through. What did I say?
Right?
39? Did you say?
39. Yeah.
18 through 39. Yeah,
8% of ages 18. I would want to know how old those people in that 8% are, though. I guarantee.
That's kind of. I mean,
there's no 18-year-olds in that 8%.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe
there's low libido people out there.
Hold on. Kevin's got. I don't know. Hold on. Go ahead, Kevin.
There you go.
Well, there's low libido people out there. Like there's people out there that are in their teens that just have zero drive for sex.
Yep.
I mean, it's rare. Probably about 8%.
Yeah, it is rare. But you bring up a good point, Kevin, because now we have some Gen Zers on here. You guys, I've been reading a lot about Gen Z's generation and how much different they are than millennials and Gen Xers. You guys, I wouldn't say so a lot different. I mean, there was a point in time Gen X was about health and fitness, right? Who else is my Gen Xer here? Well, D and millennials too, right? I mean, there was a point in time in your early life where you were concerned with fitness, correct? Health and fitness, eating right, and all that stuff. Not drinking alcohol. Kevin's shaking his head like, fuck no, dude.
The alcohol thing's never been a thing, but go aad with the other things that you said.
Well, yeah, now Gen Z, and except for Julian, because I just seen him pound,
More shots,
wow.
Patron,
Wow, just
and I had a couple
shot of Patrons and
beers for a guy.
Yeah, so, But Gen Z is so all about non-alcohol. It's like they're the generation that the alcohol companies are having a hard time trying to figure out what you guys like. You know, is it wine? Is it spirits? Is it whiskeys?
White Claws.
I think we're
I
moving more
wouldn't go
towards
that
smoking now.
far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they're not even smoke. Yeah, you guys are the. Would you say they are basically the generation that's kind of growing up with illegalized weed? Like they didn't have to go buy it at some corner. They didn't have to
Right.
go. They didn't have to
I just
go
go over the border.
and find a friend to buy it from.
Hey, the friend is still
Yeah.
cheaper than
The friend is
than going
still
to the store,
cheaper,
man.
but like Kevin, myself, and D. I don't know if Bruce did or not, but I mean, I had the buddy that had 2 for $5, and he was at school. He got 2 for $5, and that's how we got our weed. Now you guys just walk into a store and you got like it's like fucking Christmas in there. I mean, you
Going
got
to
all these
CVS,
different
I
names.
freaking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all these different names, all these different strands. We didn't care if it was this
It's
or that. We
wonderful,
didn't
though.
care if it
Different ways to consume as well.
right. You know, God, could you imagine gummies when we were younger? Can you guys?
Oh Lord.
Oh
We did,
my
but
I mean,
God.
seriously, if I had a vape pen when I was a kid, oh my God. Oh my God.
Think of the music
I would
you would
be
have wrote,
so
though,
stupid
Kevin.
right
Think of
now,
the
though.
music you would have wrote in that younger age.
If we're talking about
Seriously.
the generations, John, of for sex. I mean, my generation is named for sex.
Yeah. You were the sexual revolution. Your generation is that
But
you took
what's
away.
it called?
Yeah,
Baby boomers.
Right. But yeah, you're the baby boomers, but your generation changed what sex was about. It wasn't such a taboo thing. You guys were just like the 60s
It
and
was
70s.
free.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, you know what? I can have sex with you. You don't have to be my wife. Where in the 50s, it was like, oh my God, you can't have sex with that person because she's not your wife, or so you guys kind of opened up the sexual revolution and made it to like, hey, casual sex is okay. You're not going to go to hell if you have casual sex,
Oh
but
God,
then,
I'd be like way down there. But
yeah. And then the 80s, I think that changed too. I think it changed the way sex is, looked upon too with 80s kids,
I got married in the '80s, John. I didn't have the free sex back then.
You were a little, you didn't attend Woodstock. Can you imagine going to Woodstock though? And just free for all and drugs and all that
We
other
went
stuff.
to Day on the Green. It was the same
With kids
thing. It was
these
just
days,
local.
no, thank you.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, you
Dan-
can just go to Burning Man now.
Oh yeah, Burning Man.
No, but when it rains, you're stuck there. So yeah, it's not a good place to be.
Yeah, that's okay. But you're stuck there making love in the mud if it's raining.
Yeah, that is some nasty mud, dude.
Yeah, you don't want to get that up in there. All right, let me get back to this. You guys are making me just. I'm forgetting where I'm at here. Okay, the average amount of sex people have in part depends on age group. Data from the Kinsey Institution research team found that American adults in the ages of 18 and 29. 18 and 29. Who are my 18 and 29? Raise your hands. There's not many of you. Is there? Age group have sex 112 times per year.
Oh, you poor little babies.
If I have a partner, maybe.
Okay.
But like if you're single, I mean, it's when you can get it. Like, that's about it. Like,
hey, I can't do math right now, so somebody break that down.
I mean, 2 times a week.
That's a third of the year.
That's 30
2.5 times a week.
All right. Age group 30 to 39. Raise your hands.
No one.
Not you, Bruce. Ages 30 to 39. Where are my 30 to 39-year-olds? None of us, huh?
Nope.
Couples having sex about 86 times per year. Over 28%. 45 years old have sex once per week.
They skipped over us entirely.
Yeah, they don't have our age group, Becky. We're not included.
Yeah, Becky, we're just
John's not even included.
I'm not included. There is. You have to go deep in the article to find people over 50. For men, testosterone are the highest.
And the Patron is kicked in.
Yeah, the Patron has kicked in. So your sex drive is the highest in your 20s. We already read it. Over time, your testosterone levels drop, and this can lower your sexual desire and therefore impact your sexual frequency. In your 30s, testosterone levels drop about 10%. So you lose about 10%. So get it all out there now, Julian and Morgan.
I'm trying.
Get it all out there.
Hey,
Get it all out
I'm
there.
single now, so
Morgan's found.
When you're single, it's few and far in between.
Exactly. So what's a girl to do?
Morgan has a bucket list. I've done that. I've done
that. Done that.
That's true.
Morgan's
That's true.
She's got the Post-it notes on her headboard. Yeah, check that one off.
I want to try this.
Hey, grab one. Just grab one.
Just grab one.
Pick one.
That would be hilarious.
She's got the little jar by the bedstand.
Just reach your hand in the jar. What are we doing tonight? Oh, yeah. All right, we're doing this tonight. Get the straps out. For men, here we go. Ready, Bruce? For men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, oh, God, I hope I'm still doing it in my 70s. Sexual activity drops a lot more because a bunch of changes happening to their bodies. Well, yeah, fucking breaking bones, hips, all kinds of shit. Where men experience poor quality erections. I'm not going to go there, Bruce. I'm not going to.
That's when you hit that Viagra.
Wait a minute,
We're all over the place. We're all over the place.
Hi, D. Why were you laughing at us?
Liars.
We've been all over the place today. We're squirting. We're talking about erectile dysfunction. Wow.
All right, D. Why did you laugh when I said that, D?
That's why. That is why.
That was why. All right. We just wanted to clarify. That's why I had to put you out in front there. All right.
Put me on the spot there, John.
I move you back over here. Can't have Bruce up there. There we go. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Erectile dysfunction. D brought it up. Reduced ejaculation volume. Reduced ejaculation volume and lower sexual frustration in general. Yeah. There's a lot of frustration there, Kevin. Come on. Yeah, when you have to start slapping it to wake up, then maybe it's What are you starting to mower over there, Kevin? What are you doing?
You don't wake up with a Woody anymore.
While these stats can be handy benchmarks, there's no hard and fast rule to how much sex you should have. All right. The number of times American adults have sex per year, 18 to 29, 112 times. 30 to 39, 86 times. Over 28% of 45-year-olds have sex once per week. Are you cool? Would you be cool with that? You're the closest to 45, Kevin.
Am I?
Are you?
Kevin's 2 weeks younger than me, but yeah, okay.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. All right. All right, yeah. I already spotlighted you. Let me spotlight Kevin. Kevin,
you say once a week?
Once a week. Are you going to be cool at 40? When you turn 45, are you going to be cool with once a week?
Those numbers are a little low, but I'll deal with it.
I'd be okay now with once a week at least.
Once a week is, I think once a week, like I'm 56. If once a week and that's about right. I mean, I'm cool with it. I don't need it. I don't need to have it twice a week or 3 times. Once a week.
I'm single right now. Once a week would be fine.
And I was making fun of the schedule thing, but I'm a schedule guy with mine. So mine is scheduled. So I think it works out fine. I know what I have to do with that.
John, you got something
what day is yours?
On the side, huh?
And my day is
it Saturday?
No, mine's a Thursday.
Thursday.
It's my first day.
Oh, good. I missed it. Yeah, good.
That's why I'm in such a good mood today.
It's always on Sunday, the day of our Lord.
Sunday's a good day. Sunday's a good day too. Sunday,
and then
church,
pop in bed.
Any
So-
day is a good day, John.
So, John,
Any
you got a-
day is a good day. It is
Yeah.
Depending
true.
on why.
You got an
Yeah.
FWB going, huh?
Yeah, of course. What are people having? Read that again, John. Why are people having less sex? What would you say is the reason, Kevin?
I mean, have you looked outside lately?
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No.
People can't afford to buy houses. People
Yeah.
can't afford to fucking work or live or drive or go out and have fun. Who the fuck wants to have sex?
But again, when you say that's the great reliever, the stress reliever, the anxiety reliever, the
Sure, the moment is, but everything that leads up to it is absolutely not.
it's work. Yeah, it's work.
Yeah, and it ain't cheap anymore.
Yeah,
Right.
It ain't cheap. How cheap
mean,
are
you
we
can't-
looking there?
You just can't go take her to coffee and expect to have sex, John. You know, they want to see you spend
Yeah,
money on it.
At least dinner. Come
It
on.
wasn't,
at least
wasn't
dinner.
it? Wasn't it a couple of
At
shows
least
ago we
buy
were
me
talking
dinner
about like
first.
Yeah.
6 dates, 5 dates, 21 days, some shit like that? We did this already.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work, a lot of money. Cha-ching.
I didn't pick Tuesday. Tuesday's not good for me. I'm working on Tuesday. I don't want to go to work.
You could do it before work.
No.
Before work.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
Hey, before work, I'd be ready to go. I'd
I
be,
almost
all right,
shared
yeah.
before work. Yeah, I was a pretty good day.
I'll be sleeping in his chair.
No, I was good. I was giddy and I was in a good mood. So everyone asked me why I was so happy.
Hey, before
I don't
or
like
after?
those.
Don't
I don't like those questions at work. Like, why are you so happy, John? Like, yeah, all
I'm
right.
gonna start
couldn't
asking you, why are you so
lie.
happy, John? Every morning.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not the Patron.
It's not the Patron. Who's what licking what? It's referring beans licking. Oh.
What?
Researchers show that people are overall having less sex. So amongst
believe it. I can believe that.
every age. So every age is having less sex. All forms of sexual activity have decreased from 2009 to 2018. COVID. Can I say it? I can say it now. I think YouTube has gotten rid of that word to where you can't say it and you get blocked. But you think COVID has a lot to do with that, Kevin?
I mean, what did you say? From 2009, right?
Yeah, 2009 to 2028. But let's throw 2020 into that. If you weren't in a relationship in 2020,
wait, how are they
2028
projecting
hasn't
28
happened.
when we're not only in
years
showing
2025?
decline starting.
no, 2009 to 2018.
Oh, 2018.
Yeah, so like that doesn't even
COVID
include
didn't
COVID.
happen yet.
Yeah.
COVID's after.
But I'm assuming it's still low today. I'm assuming the
Probably
numbers
I'm sure
are.
it's lower.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's lower even now in 2025, maybe starting to dwindle upwards. But I think COVID had a lot to do with people having sex with not in a relationship.
Sure, yeah.
I think it depends on the person, though.
Yeah,
There's people out there that just have sex.
yeah.
There is.
Ancient Chinese secret. Bruce went to get a quick. Yeah, he went to go get a quickie. He's opening the door for. So young people reporting no sexual activity increased to 44.2% from 28.8% for young men, and 49.5% from 74% for young women. Sex frequency and activity involve lots of physical and mental processes, and sometimes life stresses and other factors can get in the way of sexual intimacy. Some common reasons why people are having less sex: life stress or relationship stress, mental health issues like anxiety and depression, being busy with work, kids, and other personal and professional commitments, personal health issues or your partner's health aging, lack of communication between you and your partner, sexual dysfunction like erectile dysfunction can really hurt a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would assume that erectile dysfunction would be a problem.
Yeah, that could be. Do you think, all right, Kevin, I'm not saying you have this, so everyone out there in the internet world, I'm just saying, you think it's gotten easier for guys to go into doctors' offices and ask for that pill, or you think it's still like I
mean, you can buy it over the counter now.
No, can you? Oh, they have like those ones at the convenience store. You talking about like the Bumblebee one and
not
all
like
that?
rhinos, not
Rhinos?
like that.
Fuck
No,
that,
like
dude.
you
I
can get
heard
like Blue Chew and stuff, all that stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't
like
have no
you
idea.
have, like,
you can
online
fucking order that
subscriptions.
shit online. Yeah, you ain't even got to go see a doctor.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. What, okay, there. I seen a website called Hims. Is that what you're talking about?
I think so
Yeah,
too. That's
yeah.
one of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that and like no affiliation, but
Blue
yeah,
Chew. Yeah, like.
Oh, I had no idea that that was now over
It's like
the
a real
counter.
thing. You can just buy it
Oh my
online.
god! Like they do like a telehealth session, and then you get a prescription for it.
Yeah. See, when you guys said that, I automatically went to the convenience store. You know how they have all those shit that's right there.
Rhinos and stuff. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I would be afraid to take
Oh, yeah.
anything over the counter that was at a convenience store that was going to help me sexually.
They're supposed to be really bad for you. They're supposed to be really bad for you.
That shit's just like herbal supplements and fucking amphetamines.
Yeah.
Spanish fly.
Spanish fly. Oui, mon chéri. I took the Spanish fly tonight. Should you be planning sex? What do you say? We talked a little bit about it, but should sex be planned? D.
Yeah, if you're our age, yeah, sometimes life happens and you have to like actually make an effort to take time.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck with Bruce.
Or that sex ain't happening.
Yeah, let me fuck with Bruce.
Let's
Bruce,
fuck with Bruce.
your thoughts, Bruce. Oh, okay, Bruce. Nice.
What's the cricket noises? Chirp, 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 chirp.
Planning sex, Morgan. You cool with that?
No.
Morgan wants spontaneous.
I mean, it kind of depends, I guess, but like generally, no.
Yeah. Kevin, you want to plan out that sex on that red couch or what?
I mean, I'm doing whatever works. Like planned, unplanned. Like you do what you got to do to.
Yeah. I'm with you. I mean, if you live such a busy life and a busy schedule, and you're not around, or you're not at home, or you work out of town, I guess planning a specific time. But I feel like I got to be at like I said, I feel like now it's become like I'm running the marathon. I'm at the Boston Marathon and I'm standing at the line and waiting for the gun to go off and take off running and hope to God that I finished the 23 miles,
Yeah, I guess I would take it over nothing.
No, yeah, I'm taking it over nothing for sure. For sure. Oh, look, Bruce keying in from the outside. Did you fall? Do you need help, Bruce? Do you need your life? We're all going to pitch in. We're all going to pitch in at the end of the show and get Bruce a life alert just in case. Because again, remember, if someone gets hurt on this show while we're live and we don't call the police to help them, we're liable. Remember
We're all liable. Yeah.
We're all liable.
That's crazy.
So if Bruce falls and we just laugh and think it's funny that he's laying on the floor and we just see his hand waving.
We wouldn't even see it. He's not even in the same room.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying if we just saw his hand in the picture, like help, and we don't do nothing and just
Bruce,
laugh.
can you bring your mic with you?
Bring your mic with you.
You need to get him a wireless
He's got his
one.
phone. That's fine.
We're gonna put somebody put an Apple tag on Bruce. This way we know
an air tag.
Yeah,
an air tag.
Put an air tag on Bruce and just put it on his necklace.
It's one in all of his polo shirts and all of his golf shirts.
All his golf shirts. What is he doing today? Research showed that more sex couples have they're happier, and they are. Well, all right. Researchers showed that more sex couples that they are happier in 2015 study. So that's a stupid study. If you're having sex all the time, of course you're fucking happy. Right?
Absolutely.
It's not a bad.
And in other news, water is wet.
Yeah, it's like why even spend money on that research? Why even spend money on that research? Just look for people that are having sex and like, are you happy? Fuck yeah, I'm happy.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
Well, not only that, but like having a lot of sex like signals a good relationship because people don't have sex when they're fucking mad at each other and when they're fighting all the time.
Yeah, good point. I mean, my train of thought went away for a second there, but what you said makes sense. It's like there are people out there that judge sex as being a good relationship. So like, oh, you had lots of sex, so you must be in a good relationship. And that's not always true, right, Kevin? I mean,
well, okay, yeah. I mean, that's kind of true. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't judge your relationship based on how much sex you're having, because the sex may be great, but he's a fucking asshole after you're done.
But I'll say though that it kind of like, okay, so in the sense though, it kind of does matter to a degree, because like if one person, you know, wants to have sex more than the other person, sometimes that can kind of create an issue.
Tension,
Speaking from personal experience. You know, and then versus, okay, then you get into a different relationship where it's like, okay, you know, you have sex like a quote unquote normal couple, but like it can cause issues in a relationship for sure.
Sure. Kevin, your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, I mean, Morgan's talking about like mismatched libidos. That can be like a huge issue when it comes to relationships. But the other thing about it is like, I still think it's a pretty good way to judge a relationship, because like people that get into situations where, like they're having sex, but they're not happy in their relationship, I think that winds up being further away from like what median would be. Like, I would think that would be more of like the exception to the rule rather than the rule.
Okay. D, your thoughts?
Do
you want to be spotlighted?
No, I do not. I look like shit today.
Okay. I won't spotlight.
I like what Becky said. Intimacy is key. You can have a really good relationship with intimacy without necessarily it meaning sex. So I think that's where there's a difference in that number.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, but I don't like cuddling. Is that a problem?
Yes.
You don't like cuddling like at all.
Yeah, for the girl,
like I love you over there. Don't touch
the
me.
girl would not like that. Yeah,
I know. Me and Dee already agreed that it'd be cool to have separate bedrooms, like with your partner.
Yes,
you go to your room, I go to my room.
Maybe.
I'm down for that.
But they have to be the same thing as well. Like they have to want that too.
Yeah, no, they did. That's what I'm saying. That would be great. I mean, look, we'll have you can have sex on my bed tonight, maybe your bed the next night. But then when it's time to go to bed, I want my king size bed. You go to your king size bed. We're still in the same house. We're still in the same house.
And I don't have to hear you snore breakfast in the morning. Wow.
Yeah. You don't have to hear me fart at night and then try to hotbox you, because so that's painful, right, Kevin? Holding in a fart in the middle of the night is painful for us guys, and we don't want to get up to go to the bathroom to fart or go outside.
Nobody's getting up to fart. Nobody's.
Kevin's like, don't include me in this conversation, John.
I don't know what this has to do with anything. Like, you're talking about like some
Kevin
crazy
just farts on her.
I can't.
Kevin just farts on her leg. That's when you know
she's asleep.
That's when you know you're in a good relationship, when you can fart on her leg.
I'm not farting on anybody's leg, but I'm not getting out of bed either.
Yeah, I'm not getting
right.
out of bed.
He's all getting inside the blanket, facing it towards her.
You got me talking like an angry New Yorker right now.
Yeah, I said hot boxing her, but the term is Dutch oven. It's Dutch oven. I wanted to clarify the differences. Yeah, it's a Dutch oven. So you fart, you put her head under blankets, and you cover her up. We ain't telling you to have sex daily. Yes, you are. Basically, this whole article is saying that we're not having enough sex, so we're going to keep it at that. But based on research, having sex once a week can be great. Yeah, it could be great for your overall well-being. So it's good. It's just a good way to release yourself, but feel good about it. But again, we were stressing the fact that Bruce said it doesn't count. Kevin said it doesn't count. I said it doesn't count. Julian said it doesn't count. So if if self-love does not count. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. You need to have that warm body next to you.
Yeah.
It needs to have that. But then when you're done, she can leave. She can go somewhere else. It doesn't matter.
She can make you a sandwich and go away. That's fine.
Those are my dreams. Those are my dreams.
Thanks for a fun time, honey. Here, I made you a.
Hey, there's some prosciutto in there. There's a little bit of mortadella in there. There's some supasa in there.
Right? Kiss, kiss. See you later.
Kiss, kiss. Kiss, kiss. Love you, baby. Make sure you put a little bit of oil and vinegar on that sandwich.
I'll make one for yourself, too.
Yeah, make one for yourself, too. What the hell? Help yourself.
I'm eating my sandwich on the road.
Julian.
Bye. I got shit to
do. I didn't think of rubbing off on Julian. He just threw out, yeah, make yourself one, too. What the hell? Plenty of lunch meat there.
Such a bad influence, John.
Oui. Yeah, pretty soon, next episode, Julian will speaking in French. He'll be like, oh, oui.
He's also gonna be like, I don't understand why I'm not getting any dates anymore.
Yeah, maybe I need to stop going through the damn.
No more podcast. No more podcast.
No more. Sex styles don't count either, Bruce. Sex styles do not count unless you have the sex style that looks like what's her name in that new movie on Netflix. What's the chick? Yeah. If that's your robot, I'm throwing it up there. I'm just saying. Sometimes you got to plan your sexual intimacy, which can take the pressure off. I don't think that takes the pressure off you and your partner about whether you're having enough sex. I guess if you look at it that way, if you have to sit down and plan it because you both feel like you're not having enough sex, wouldn't you say that something's up in that relationship?
Yeah.
Kevin?
I mean, that really depends on the people. Like, sure, if you're talking about people that like have regular 9-to-5 jobs, yeah, I'd say that that's a problem in the relationship. If you're talking about like two people that are high earners that are busy all of the time and have kids and other stuff going on, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Exactly. I completely agree with that. Like when you're in a situation where you've got kids and you've got grandkids, or one person works, one person's off on the weekends, the other person's day off is Monday. Like, you're gonna have to plan it out.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you there.
Becky,
That's fair.
Becky,
That's very fair. Very fair.
That's fair.
I have the cure for you, Becky.
Sex
Dark
doll?
romance books.
Romance books don't work. Romance books. Romance books.
I beg to differ.
Yeah, that is lady porn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's lady porn. I'm sorry. That works for you guys. But look, okay, Kevin, Bruce, and Julian, we're not carrying a fucking romance novel around like we're.
Wait. No. Okay.
Books on tape?
If you're
go
with
books
your
on tape?
girlfriend or wife, even better if you listen to them. It's 10 times better.
You gotta listen to them.
But if you're with your girlfriend or wife and she's reading reading her book,
okay,
she'll be in the mood. You guys will benefit.
Yeah, but I don't have a cape and a pirate's hat. I don't have a cape and a pirate's hat available.
I have a story. Amazon.
You should just go get one.
You get Prime, you can get it the next. You get Prime, you get it the next day.
You don't need to dress up. Just okay.
Most of these romance novels, it's some sort of pirate or some sort of.
John, no, not these.
I mean, poor Kevin. He doesn't have hair like what's his name in those.
Fabio.
Where's he going to get a Fabio wig? I mean, where am I going to get a Fabio wig?
These books are different, John. Trust me.
Where's Bruce getting the Fabio wig?
Fabio was on every romance novel through the whole 80s and 90s.
Not those. No.
I gotta find my
these newer ones now.
Bertha's gonna kick my ass.
Did Fabio turn into Chris Hemsworth now, or what?
I mean.
Hey, I want to buy that shirt that makes it look like I got like a 6-pack. Where am I going to get all this stuff?
Or he looks like Superman, you know?
Yeah.
or Jensen Ackles.
All right, I am doing some research here, guys. So go ahead and keep talking.
The point is.
Yeah, go ahead, Bert.
You find a girl who likes to read dark romance books. You guys are set.
Seriously.
The bedroom is a dangerous place for you now.
I can put that on my dating profile. Looking for women into dark love romance.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep.
I don't
You just
know.
gotta say you're a fan. You just gotta find a series and be like, I'm a fan of these, and then you're set.
Yeah, you're
Just
set.
say just say in your profile that you like to read Fourth Wing. Okay,
They're gonna think I'm gay.
guarantee. No, no, I promise.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to go with I don't think women share the fact that they're reading those books.
Oh, I did.
Do you? What do you say,
Be like,
D?
here, look, there's
Oh,
a
D's
scene
gone.
here. Let's try it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
allergy problems.
D's
I'm
digging
here.
into that taco from Taco Bell right now.
Yes, sir. I got
All right.
tacos. And the
All right.
DoorDash guy. Whew.
Ooh! Hey, did you tell him you need to fill a quota for the week?
Yeah, have you hit your percentage, D?
I can see the goober guy like, what the fuck are you talking about? I gotta fill a quota.
I'm at 7%. I have to get 1 more percent.
I'm at a half.
You
I'm
offer
at a
them
half.
an
Last guy went only halfway and left. Sunday's poll time. Everybody, your opinion, dating in 2025 is more difficult for. And the winner of that poll was guys.
Duh.
Guys have a more difficult time in 2025 in dating. Gals at 11%. 50-50 was at 26%, and I'm like, sure. And marriage slowed my dating life. Well, I hope that marriage slowed your dating. My husband frowns if I mention dating. Yeah, that could be a problem. That could be a pattern. But yeah, are you? Do you agree, Kevin? Who's got it tougher,
Yes.
Kevin? In your opinion, who's got it tougher in 2025?
I think guys have it tougher.
The guys have it tougher. Bruce, who's got it tougher in 2025?
The guys.
Julian, who's got it tougher?
I think 50. I've heard some of the guys that are out there for these girls, and it's pretty bad.
So you say
I think it's both bad. Yeah.
I think it's 50-50. All right, let me move Kevin over here to spotlight Kevin. Kevin, why do you feel it's tougher for men?
Just because I think there's a lot more pressure on guys these days for dates. Like, I think there's a lot more pressure to come up with good ideas for dates, to be romantic, to find the right restaurant, wear the right clothes. I mean, and I don't think that it's not tough for women. I just think it's tough in different ways.
Okay. I thought I was kind of the same way you were. I was thinking of this, but then I also I started thinking about like early 80s and 90s. Now, granted, 90s, I was already married. So I was married all through the 90s, but I started thinking about how tough it was for me as a teenager, which is a little different than it is today. Because now today you have, it's a whole different thing. There's finances involved, and whether or not there's going to. Some people are like that. They just, if they feel like you don't match their finances, or you're not someone that that they want to be with, they're just going to move on. But wouldn't you think like it would be more of a 50-50 now, because women are working and making and I won't say about, because I'm going to get in trouble for this, but women are making decent money now to where they really could go ahead and say, I can pay for this date, and I can chip in. Don't you feel like it's more of a 50-50 now, that it shouldn't be all on us anymore? Like this newer, as you get older, that women are starting to realize that, especially at our age, maybe already been divorced, already have kids, so financially stable. They don't really need us to make sure they have the perfect date.
Well, yeah, they don't, but this is the thing. So, like, my belief is that it is mostly the online dating that has done this. That's made it skew so much in favor of women, because you're right. There's not as much pressure to pay for stuff like that. There are a lot more women that like want to go Dutch now, and they want to split stuff, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But the difference is like men have to. It's way harder for men to get a date with online dating than it is for women to get a date.
Yeah.
It's way harder for women to find a halfway decent person to date with online dating.
Yeah. They have more options, but yet they still choose the wrong one.
They all think they're a 10. chasing the 10, and the 10 on the guy's side has too many choices.
Yeah.
And he's gonna burn the gals. Yeah.
Well,
So the average guy doesn't stand a chance on a dating site.
Yeah. Well, okay. When you clarified it by saying the average guy. I think the guy you may be right with, like the good looking guy, like having more options than the average guy, and then unfortunately
gets 90% of the action on a dating site.
Yeah, and the problem too
the other
is
10%, right?
Yeah.
The other, 80% of the guys don't stand a chance.
Yeah. Do you feel like that guy, and I want to hear from the ladies too, but do you feel like that the guy that has all the options that is on the dating site is ruining it for the average guys as far as what you guys are expecting from a good guy?
I feel like the bar from the get-go for men is already so low. As far as long-term relationship goes, do you have a job? Are you semi-attractive?
Yeah.
That's it. And do you cheat? That's it. That's the bar. That's what we want. Are you gonna
do you cheat?
Are you gonna show up and not fuck somebody else? That's the bar. And can you afford your own food?
You forge? Now we got to forge for our own food.
I said a Ford.
Okay, I thought you said forge. I was like, damn, D wants us going out and making sure we pick the right berries and mushrooms.
That's forage, not Ford.
Hunter.
All right. Morgan, how about you, Morgan? Do you feel like they make that the good looking guy is the one that's getting all the dates, and he's kind of shitting on you girls, and he's just he's looking to get, I'll say it, laid and move on?
So the thing is that it's one of those things where it's like, because I was kind of thinking about this the other day, that when I decide to get back out there, I gotta tell you, I'm really not looking forward to it.
You're not. Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'm like, shit, I gotta go through all that damn shit again.
Morgan,
create a profile, doing that whole shit. Oh God, what?
Morgan,
I'm scared.
Would you let me, Bruce, and Julian and D do your profile?
I'd maybe let Bruce, D, and Julian.
What?
I'm gonna be like, I can make sandwiches.
I can make it. I can fucking cook.
She's a Wisconsin girl, and she's Sicilian. She can cook.
I'm not Sicilian.
I thought you were. You're part Sicilian. Oh, never mind then. She can't cook.
No, but hey,
D can.
Hey, let me tell you. The last two guys I was with, okay, it was like the cooking was like the thing that just, it led to,
Yeah. Look, even Becky said, don't tell them about the spiders and the snakes. She don't have any more spiders and snakes, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
I got 2 jumping spiders.
Oh, Jesus.
My little babies.
So okay, look, Morgan.
I could see the guy show up the first time in the spiders. All
right, Morgan. I say you let me, Bruce, Julian, and Kevin do your profile. Your next dating profile on one of the.
We'll see. Becky had a good idea in the comments. She said that I should get one of my books and read some stuff from it next time.
Yeah. Ooh, no, John, no.
I like that. I like that
Desiree, come on. I think Kevin will take care of. We'll break it up. We'll all take different parts of the profile and
different sites.
Yeah, no. We'll take different sections. Sites. I think Kevin could be more articulate with your profile part, and then and then Bruce, I'll do the sandwich part, like what sandwiches you can make and what you can't make. Julian doesn't know you that well, so he'll pick something, but Bruce will just do the home stuff, like what a good cleaner cleans the house well. sharp dresser. I don't know.
I'm already not looking.
I recommend
already
against
not-
this idea, Morgan.
not-
I just want you to know that. I recommend against it.
Poor Morgan
I
doesn't
think you
stand
should
a
keep us
chance on
as
the
far
dating
away
stage.
from your profile as
Yeah, I think
possible
that's
because
a terrible idea.
Sorry.
I think this is
Yeah.
really interesting because we were supposed to do that for John last season,
Ah,
and that
What?
kind of got out of that one.
yeah, I got
Wasn't
out of that
Mike
because I
supposed to
don't
do
need a
it?
dating profile. You see, I don't really need one. I thought about this. Number one, okay, look, I'm probably going to get some shit for this, but I feel like the people that are using dating sites are individuals that have a hard time meeting women and talking to women. I've never been one of those guys. I'm not afraid to talk to someone at a bar. I'm not afraid to talk to a complete stranger at a restaurant or at a supermarket. I treat the woman in front of me just like a normal person. She's nothing. Unless she has green eyes, then I'm done. I can't talk to her. I turn into a fucking 7-year-old little teenage boy or whatever. I lost it. I'm done. Green eyes kill me every time. But I've never been afraid to talk to women. I've never, it doesn't bother me to start up a conversation. And so I've never felt like I needed a dating site because I constantly am out walking around talking to people. And I just, if it happens, it happens. I don't feel like I should trust my relationships on some algorithm. I don't. I really don't. So I don't know. Is that sound right or okay?
An occasional Dutch oven, right, Becky?
Yeah.
Yeah, the occasional Dutch oven.
Yeah, I like Dutch oven their asses quick, man. And that's when you know if they really love you. If they can make it with the 5 minutes under the covers after one of mine.
5 minutes. Yeah.
5 minutes? You trying to
That's
kill
crazy,
somebody?
yeah.
Trying to choke them
I'm not
out.
looking- Thank you.
Dating John is like going to the gas chamber. Apparently.
No, I would never do that.
That's
to a
torture.
woman.
Just like
I would
this
never-
position hasn't been a week.
She's still under there. It's been a week. I'm trying to find something that I promised somebody else that we would discuss before the show is over. I can't believe this poll. Oh no, that's the King Arthur poll. I'm still shocked by that. All right, I want to bring this up. I want to bring this because all right, we had a poll on the Friday Night BS show page, and it says, "Okay, I can't believe I'm doing this poll, but I was asked to post this question after the King Arthur poll. So, do you believe there ever were dragons?" And 56% of the people said yes, that there were dragons.
No fucking way.
Yeah. See, I knew that would get. Hold on, Kevin.
Oh
let
my
me
God.
let me go, Kevin. I'm giving you the spotlight.
I can't fucking believe that. What the fuck? 56% of fucking people that the dragon used to be a thing. What the fuck? These people are morons.
There you go. 29% they hell no, and 15% said they were undecided. I don't know if that's better to be undecided or to say hell yeah, yes. There's there, but
Yeah, they're there. They're right on the other side of the fucking ice wall.
Hey, Kevin. There were dinosaurs. Why can't there be
Yeah.
dragons?
But there were dinosaurs, but there weren't fire-breathing dinosaurs.
We don't know that. I mean, pterodactyls could fly.
Dude, Bruce,
Maybe they ate some garlic and they could breathe fire after a while.
I gotta find the King Arthur poll because that one surprised me too, and I think that's gonna piss Kevin off as well.
Leave him in the spotlight.
All right, is this it? All right, here you go, Kevin. I asked the BS show people, do you believe there was a King Arthur? 63% said yes, 19% said no, and 18% said undecided.
That I can let go. That's fine. That doesn't bother me at all.
You're cool with that one.
Listen. King Arthur was still a fucking man. All right, and like
yeah, he wasn't a fire breathing
we're not talking about a fantastical fucking beast.
Hey, Merlin controlled the dragons, so you know.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Your
Dragons
thoughts,
are
D.
real. Dragons are real. They were real.
Did you see Transformers?
Oh shit!
Right? Didn't you see transport? The word dragon is subjective. There are still breeds of lizard called dragon.
I had a
So,
bearded
that.
dragon.
See,
you had
bearded dragons, Komodo
Hey,
dragons.
we don't want to know
We
the
ain't
name of
talking
your
about
last
that.
conquest there.
We ain't
like
talking
this.
about that.
We don't need to know the name of your last conquest, Morgan.
I called him the water dragon.
The bearded dragon. I don't know what kind of guys you're dating, Morgan, but man, I tell
Well,
you,
let's
if
see.
they got the
let's
name,
analyze.
bearded dragon. I had another question, man. She's gonna kill me, but I can't find it. I'm sorry, Bertha, but I can't find it. I don't know where it is, and we'll bring it up next week because we're just
Becky,
about.
why do you think there's white stuff on my shirt? There's no white stuff on my shirt.
You got white printing on your shirt.
You got white stuff.
Hey,
on your shirt.
Becky's like you got cocaine all over your shirt.
Oh, there's some on that couch too. I'm sure of it. I'm sure there's some on that couch.
You get the blue light out.
All right. Here we go. Best part of the show. We're going to start with Morgan down at the bottom, right hand side. Morgan,
Yeah.
did you learn anything tonight?
Well, let's see. I learned that I need to educate y'all on the dark romance books. Okay, that you guys gotta like you gotta get into this shit. Okay.
All right, hold on, Morgan. I'm going to help you out right now. Kevin, would you ever read a romance novel?
No. Wait.
Oh,
Back up. I didn't say y'all had to read them.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying you have to find these women. Go to Barnes and Noble.
Oh, okay. That's different. Okay. All right. I'm with you then. All right.
Yes.
And then hang around in the women's romance section and see what you can
at the
pick
library. I'm sure there's still women that go to the library.
Yeah.
And as the cops pull you out of the bookstore as a stalker,
D knows all about the library. D knows all about the library. D, right, D?
That's right,
John.
John.
Find these women.
All right.
And you'll be very, very happy.
Find the romance novel women in that section, and then start hooking up with them.
I'll be on the lookout.
All right, if you start looking for these women, should we go to Amazon first and buy all the stuff that we're going to need to fill those fantasies?
Plan for more.
So
days.
Kevin needs the Fabio wig. I need the wig too as well. I need pirate pants. Do they sell pirate pants?
I need the Edward Cullen wig so I can have.
The Edward Cullen wig.
Don't forget
no.
Don't forget to get the blow up horse so you look like you're riding.
I need those Harry Potter glasses because I know how you guys are all about Harry Potter.
Just get the lightning bolt tattoo. You'll
a
be
little
good.
lightning bolt on my forehead.
Y'all are hopeless. Okay. Next time I'm gonna have to educate you all.
I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No.
What else did you learn today, Morgan?
Or eye patch too, John.
So, I got that.
The
eye patch. But then, we have a hard enough time finding the clitoris. If you put the eye patch on, you're really gonna be off.
Your depth perception is shot.
You're gonna be like you're gonna be in the refrigerator.
That hook in one hand, the hook.
You might actually.
Where is it?
Julian brought up a good point. You got a hook on one hand. So what are you gonna do with that hook? Go ahead, Morgan. I'm sorry. Go ahead. All right, finish. What else? What else did you learn tonight, Morgan?
Let's see. What else? I learned the dragons weren't real. Just kidding.
What? Just now? Just now?
Sorry, Kevin. No, not
surprise.
Let's see. What else? I've learned that I've missed being on this show.
Yeah, you know.
Let's see. Yeah, that's about all I got.
All right. Brucey. Kevin's always last. Bruce, what did you learn tonight? Hey, you know what? I should spot you guys when you're doing this. Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Morgan. We'll get you next week.
No, next week. I won't be on next week.
Work. The week after next. Brucey.
Okay.
Wait. Here, we'll do it right. Go ahead. Is there one more thing you want to add?
Come back to me at the end.
All right, I'll swing back. Brucey, what did you learn tonight?
That I apparently need a life alert when I walk.
Need a life. We're gonna pitch in. We're gonna pitch in and get you one.
Or at least like house cams to see where he's
Dragons
at.
aren't real, and I'm too old for all the sex surveys because there's nobody in my age group anymore.
Yeah. You're gonna have to start hitting the convalescent homes.
Apparently, sex dolls don't count.
Sex dolls don't count. And your hand, left hand, maybe left hand if you sit on it for about half an hour. Then it's a complete total stranger.
Yep. So my world is
D.
my world is crumbling.
You're all right, Chris. I think you're all right. Julian, let's put you on the spot. What did the Gen Zer learn tonight?
I feel like not the dragons thing, but I feel like there was something close to dragons, so maybe that's why that whole thing exists. And yeah, the Poles hate old people.
The Poles hate old people.
Yeah. Anyone over 40.
Anybody over 40.
You just called everybody old on this panel, but you're
it's gonna hit him one day. He's gonna have a scheduled appointment for sex.
Buddy.
He's gonna have the time he takes the Viagra. He's gonna go, okay, I'm gonna be the sex is at 4:30. If I take it at 4, it'll hit me. You'll see how hard it is.
You gotta take it sooner than that.
Sooner than that.
Well, hold up. Let me take a pill.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, you can hang a flag
damn
on
it,
that.
she's not coming over. I wasted the pill. Now what am I going to do?
I'm gonna take a pill and let's smoke a bowl. I'll be good after.
What else did you learn, Julian?
That's it. That's all I can remember right now. That's all I can remember.
I'm glad you figured out that dragons don't exist. That's really important.
No, I already knew dragons didn't exist, but I knew there's dinosaurs, so that's why people made up dragons. But
I know. But like I said, Kevin and myself have said there's no scientific proof that a dragon or a dinosaur had fire breathing capabilities. Yeah,
I'll agree with that.
I agree with that. And the hostess with the moistest. What did Dee learn tonight?
I did not learn anything. However, I'm ready to teach you something fun in relation to the dragon thing. So, much like Loch Ness, a lot of weird things we think we knew back in the day, like how the earth we knew was flat. Apparently, I learned that things like Loch Ness and swamp creatures were all
Bigfoot.
Because whales have big penises and they like to surface when they're flirting with each other.
No.
Fun fact. The more you know.
The more you know. All right, I'll throw this one out there. And the rest of you guys can answer this.
There's a whale in the sky.
No. Do you guys think there's an actual Bigfoot out there? Dee, we'll start with you.
Who knows? You know what? There's probably a bunch of forests that nobody's been through. Sure. There could be a Bigfoot. It's not impossible.
Julian, Bigfoot? Roaming the Oregon, Washington woods.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like maybe at one point there was a Bigfoot, but I don't know if a Bigfoot would still exist and nobody would see it. But I guess there's also those animals that people hadn't seen for very many years and they saw one randomly.
Well, they hadn't seen Wolverines in years, but then they're there.
And they brought a wolf. They brought a Pacific wolf back, right? Didn't they just clone a wolf?
It's
I forget what kind it was.
Wolf.
The dire wolf.
Yeah. They haven't seen one in like 16,000 years.
Yeah.
Morgan, Bigfoot, is he combing the areas of Wisconsin looking for some good draft beer
and cheese curds? No.
Okay. Kevin, Bigfoot, is he out there, bro?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I don't think. All right, Dee, you may continue, Dee. What else did Dee learn tonight?
No, that's it. I learned that y'all don't have respect for Taco Bell, and I gotta go. That's
man.
What I learned.
Hey, there's nothing sexier than a girl smashing beans. Nothing sexier.
I gotta go.
And what everyone has been waiting for, Kevin.
I've learned that I gotta come to a whole lot of people's houses that take polls and go upside your fucking head. That's what I've learned.
Spoken like a true Chicagoan. What else, Kevin? Anything else you learned tonight?
I mean, I've learned that Morgan's really into dark romance novels.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Oh, then she's got a bucket list.
Yeah, I didn't know she was putting Post-it notes on her headboards either. That was a kind of a shocker too.
And I've learned that John and Julian like Patron.
Yeah, Patron makes me a great reader. That's what I've noticed. One shot though, it's just one. If I do more than 2 shots, I can't read shit. But for some reason, that first shot
we've learned is John has something about refried beans.
I do. I have sexual fantasy of refried beans. Yeah, I bring. If she ever listens to this show, she's gonna kick my ass. What did I? I'm gonna get a beat down. What did I learn tonight? I learned that I need to boost my sex up because I'm a little low. So I'm going to shoot for 2 times a week. What do you think, Kevin? Is it possible?
I think you can do it, John.
I think I can do it. I think I can do it. Yeah. Does it have to be willing? Does it have to be willing? No, I'm kidding.
Hey. Oh, my God.
Whoa. Well, you already said your left hand sitting on it.
You sit on your left hand long enough. Yeah, sit on your left hand.
All you need is penetration, John. You know?
Penetration. I learned that someone spanked John. You know,
whether it's consensual or not, Becky, I don't know.
At this point, if I got spanked, there would be trouble on this show. That's all I'm saying.
So does it have to be consensual?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that one's. Yeah. What else did I learn? I learned that Morgan loves those novels, and I need to start looking for women that read those sex novels. I would not call them sex novels, romance novels. Romance,
dark novel, dark romance.
Dark. They have dark romance.
Yes.
What's dark? Oh, I need to know what dark romance is. Is this like we talking like S&M stuff or like?
No. Listen. Right. These other dark romance books puts 50 Shades to shame. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a subscription.
You're gonna have to convert one of your rooms, John, to a.
I was gonna say.
Take my nephew out.
Hold on.
We got Dirty and D left. Where did D go? She left.
She went to go eat.
She wanted to eat.
She went to eat.
I'm out of here.
All right. We are done. We are done. Put that dirty book down. You just brought the class of this show down by holding that book up.
You're gonna read it next time.
It's my hey, listen.
Ooh.
When I die, delete my Kindle history.
No. Look, this is what we're doing. Kevin kind of got something out there, and it kind of hit. The light bulb went off in my head. You're not back next week. But you're going to be back the next week. Next week. We're going to have you read a few pages of one of those books.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you should do it.
Deal.
You should do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you might crash the internet. We don't know, but we'll have you read that. We'll have
fun though.
Yeah, we will have fun. Everyone, look into the camera and say goodbye. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.